Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to work on my next topic of Laravel, which is response object. So let's see what is response in Laravel and how you can work with responses. So let's get a start and work on this tutorial. So first let's see some introduction of response and what is response. So let's see. So response is a content or data which we return back to browser or any user when anyone hit our server APIs or any routing page. Then we return back some data to user, whether it is text content, HTML content or a web page. So these are all known as responses. You can also redirect the user. It also comes in response part. Now let's work on some practical. So here you can see currently I opened my previous Laravel project. So let's run the project. So click on terminal, new terminal, click on new terminal, then run command php artisan serve. Now you can see my project is running. Let's open the link and you can see my project is running. Now after that let's work on our response. So again back to VS Code, click on this plus icon and create a new controller. So here I am creating a separate controller for response example. So let's create the controller. So running command php artisan make controller, then pass the controller name. So here I am passing response example controller. Click enter. After that again come to this terminal and close this also. And now here if you check, click on app http controller and you can see response example controller has been created. So you can see our controller is ready. Now let's link this controller to our routes. So first let's create a simple example of our response. So let's see public function simple text response. So here I am just returning a simple text response. So here return and simple pass the text data. So simple text response control plus s, save the file. After that let's link this method to our routes. So open routes, open web.php. Now let's link the route. So the route get, after that slash simple text response. After that adding a controller name. So app http controller slash response example controller at the rate. After that pass the method name, copy method name and paste it here. Now save this file, again check. So copy the URL name, back to Chrome and try to open the page and you can see it is working perfect. So the simple example of how you can return a sub text response to browser to some user, whether you want to show some text content only to user, you can use this way to return a simple text response to user. Now let's see next example, which is how you can return some JSON data to user. Generally we can use JSON data in APIs or Ajax, so we can use JSON data. So let's see how we can work with JSON data in Laravel. So again back to VS Code, let's create other method. So this time we are working with JSON data. So public function JSON response example. So let's create a simple JSON data. according to our database or any database models. So like our data are $user equal to array, and it contains array of data. So suppose that our data had ID, 1, name Rahul, email rahul@gmail.com, and skills. So it must be array PHP Java. Now after that, let's copy the array again. And create a new array. Copy it. Let's make it more clear. Now let's copy this again and create one more array. Semicolon, and this time change it to 2. Name Rohit at gmail.com, and PHP Python. Now save this file and also return the data. So let's try to return some JSON data. So here you can see I created a simple PHP array, but if you want to return some JSON data, you don't need to convert this data into JSON. It will automatically convert into JSON. Means when you return some array data in Laravel, it will automatically convert it into JSON data. You don't need to convert it into JSON and return to user. Let's see what I actually am saying. So here if you type return $user, now save this file, and here after let's see what actually I am saying. So first let's copy the method name, let's add a route, paste the method name, and here paste the method name. After that save this file and back to Chrome. Let's try to open the URL slash, and you can see it's automatically convert it into JSON data. So here what actually I am saying, if you want to return some JSON data to user, you don't need to convert the array data into JSON. It will automatically convert by PHP Laravel into JSON when we return some PHP array data to user. You can see here I am returning a simple PHP array, but it will automatically convert it into JSON data. So in this way you can return some JSON data to browser. Now after that let's see next example. Now after that, if you want to return some custom data like custom response code, and some headers. So let's see how you can do this. So again back to VS Code, and let's see how you can return response with header and response code. So let's see, create another method, public function response with headers and status. After that let's create a response. So return response. Here you need to use response. After that you need to pass the response text. So simple response with header and status. After that you need to pass the status code. So here status code is I am passing 200. You can pass any valid status code like 404, 401, any kind of status code. After that, you have to add another method. So let's add some headers. So here I'm passing header like authorization ABC. You can add multiple headers like header X auth supercoders. Now after that, save this file and let's link this method to our route. So copy method name. Let's copy this same line again, paste the method and link with method name. Now save this file and let's check it's working or not. So back to Chrome, try to open this URL and you can see it is working perfect, but you can't see status code and status. So let's see how you can check the status code and headers. So for this you have to use Postman. Postman, you can see everything. So let's try to open Postman. Let's paste the method name, or let's copy the URL. Copy the URL, paste it, click on send, and you can see it is showing simple response with header and status. So here if you check the status, it is showing 200 which we are passing. After that, if you see headers, you can check X Earth supercoder authorization ABC. So in that way you can pass status code and headers in your request, in your response in Laravel. One more thing you can do, if you want to change the status code like 201, save it, click on send. You can see 201 created authorization X Earth. So everything is working. So in that way you can use headers, authorization, or any type of status code in Laravel response 201 state HTTP status code. Now after that, let's see next example, which is redirect, which also comes inside response. Let's see public function redirect example. So here if you want to redirect the user, so let's see how you can do this. Suppose that I want to redirect the user to this JSON response example page. So for this you need to copy the URL, and here with first with with first way, then here return redirect and simply pass this slash URL name, save it. Now let's check if it's working or not. So let's copy this method and add this method here. So copy the same line, add the method and method, save it. Now let's check, back to Chrome and open this page. You can see I successfully redirected to JSON response example. So in that way you can redirect the user in Laravel. Now let's see second way example. Copy this method. Now in second way you need to pass your route name. So let's see, for this you need to add a route name. So here I'm adding route name JSON route example. Copy this method route name, save it, back to controller. Now after that here you have to pass your route name. So route, pass your route name. After that save this page and change it to second second way. save this file, copy the method name, and again add it into route. Now copy this same line again, this time change it to read that example with second way and second way. Now save this file, back to Chrome. Let's try to open the URL, and you can see still it's working. So you can use two ways. First is directly passing the URL, and second is you can pass your route name, which is standard way. So if you are using route name, if you change the URL, you don't need to change the route name again. Now after that, let's see third way. So copy it again, and third way. This time you don't need to add this like here. Simply add arrow and pass like this. Now save it and let's check. So copy the method name, again add a new route, third way, save it, back to Chrome, open URL. You can see still it's working. So these are three examples of redirect. Now let's see one more example of redirect. Suppose that if you want to redirect the user to external pages or external domain. So let's see, redirect to external domain. So for this, into add public, or just copy the same way and example external URL. Suppose that I want to redirect the user to google.com. So for this, redirect away https google.com. Save it. Now let's check. So copy the route name, again add the route name, paste route name, save it, back to Chrome, try to open the URL, and you can see you successfully redirect your request to google.com. So it is working perfect. So in that way you can use different types of redirect. First is simple redirect URL, second is redirect by name of route, third is external URL. Now let's see one more example of redirect. In this you can see how you can redirect user with some messages to user. Suppose that user filled some data in your form and you want to redirect the user to same form, and you want to redirect the user to same form with some messages of validation error. So let's see how we can do this such messages. So let's see how you can do this and show such messages in browser to user. So let's see. For this, let's create a resource file of use. So use new file, response form example dot blade dot php. Now here let's create a form. So for this I'm using a request form example. So let's copy this form, close it, and adding HTML, close the HTML, head, close the head, body, close the body. Now let's add a form which I copied from request example. Here you can check it contain a response form title and a action URL which I want to change it to same page, and method is post. Let's remove it and keep tab depart form data, and here leaving it till username. So remove this other data. So it is very simple. Let's move this username also. Now here you can check it contain only a person name input and a submit button. Save this form and let's return this page to our browser. So come to this page, public function redirect with session message. So for this, return view. First here it need to add redirect instead of redirect response form example, and here return the template page. So response example, response form example. Save this page and let's link this method. So come to web.php, copy the same URL, paste method name and paste method name. Save it back to Chrome and 127 that's response example. You can see it's showing this form. Now let's work on this form post method. So here post method is same page, but in post here post method is in same page but using post method. So currently you can see here form are showing from get method. Now after that let's add post method. So copy the same line, post request form example and request form example post. Copy the method name, save it back to controller. Let's create the method. So public function request example form post and return redirect. So here I am going to redirect my user to same this page. So copy request form example. Let's copy the form example. After that we'll to pass session message. So for this let's see passing message to template when using redirect. So for this after that add with, and after that here you need to pass your key name like validation invalid input, or here I'm going to add a condition. So for this request $request if $request then key name is our person name input person name not equal to super coders, then you can return this error message, else you can return the different message. So let's copy the same message or return processing data. Now save this file and let's check how you can return this message. So for this just copy this URL and refresh page, try to add some invalid input. So here I'm adding this simple input, and if I submit you can see it redirect me to same page with some error message. So I will show how you can print this error message also, but let's see this input also. You can see it's working. So now let's see how you can show this error message like this. Here you can see we are passing validation and with the message. So let's see how you can show this message. And remember one more thing, there are two types of message. First message is you can pass with redirect, and second is our view. So I will show how you can pass some values to view also, but currently I am showing how you can pass some data to redirect. So these are very important part. You must remember how to pass data to redirect method and how you can pass the data to view method or view template. So first I am showing how you can pass data to redirect. So let's see how you can access this data. So for this you need to add a condition. So let's see how you can add conditions in Laravel blade template. So for this you need to add the rate if after that add session, then you need to pass the key name which you are passing. So here I am passing key name is validation. After that add the rate int if, and here need to add p which is paragraph tag. So p is used for printing our message. Then you need to add the printing way. So you can use double curly braces to print anything in template. So here I am using double curly braces to print the value. After that add session, then add the key name, copy it, paste it, save it. Let's check, refresh page and try to add some dummy data. You can see it is showing invalid input. So in that way you can redirect the message. So in that way you can pass message with redirect in Laravel. Now let's see one more thing, how you can access the old input. So let's see how you can access the old input. So for this we need to add another way. Let's add a redirecting with error message, with message only, with message and old input. So let's see how you can pass the old input. So for this you need to add with input. Now save this file and let's see how you can access the old input. So for this you need to come to this form and here save this file and let's see how you can access the old input. So for this you need to add here value equal to, okay, here double quote, then double curly braces, old, then pass the key name, save it. Now back to Chrome, refresh page and try to add some dummy value. You can see it's showing old input with error message. So in that way you can use old input value of form and show the error message in Laravel. Now let's see next example, which is how you can pass some data to template page. So suppose that here I want to print some title which is coming from our controller. So let's see how we can print the title. So here I'm adding title, save it and let's see how we can pass this title variable from controller. So let's see how we can pass data from controller to views. So for this need to add data equal to array title, simple title. Then now let's see how you can pass this title to our template page. So for this you need to add with dollar data, save this file and let's see it's working or not. So refresh page, you can see it's showing request form simple title, but let's see we want to pass some multiple data. So subtitle, new page, save this file and let's print subtitle. So remember one more thing, here we are passing the key name, it must be same as we are accessing on our template. So you can see dollar title, here title must be same as our key name, which we are using as a key name. Here it will work as a variable in our template. So here suppose that subtitle is a key name, but it will work as a variable name in our template. So subtitle, so here dollar, then paste subtitle. So here subtitle is work as a variable name. but we are passing as the key name from controller and it will work as a variable name here. Save this page. Let's check. You can see it's working perfect. So in that way you can pass some data to template and some data to redirect. So it is working perfect. So that's all for request now. So I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and please subscribe our channel. And also if you have any question, please do comment.